system right now in our modern healthcare where everything that is implemented must have prior experiments, research done to demonstrate the effectiveness of any kind of new practices. And although yoga is very popular in the general public, it is not yet recognized in the medical community. And so in order for the medical community to recognize this, we have to conduct research in yoga. And so research in yoga right now is a very new field. There are not that many yoga researchers, but it is a growing field. It's becoming more and more popular. As people start to practice yoga and experience its benefits, many people are starting to ask the question, can we conduct research on yoga to show these benefits? And I think that is quite possible. In my own research, we are examining work with students in public schools. This is work that's funded by the Kripalu Center for Yoga and Health in the United States. And we are examining the benefits of yoga in high school students in the United States, looking at improvements in mental health, things like stress, resilience, anxiety. I'm also interested in studies that we're conducting with a variety of different conditions. We have a study that's now finishing, which is a study of yoga for post-traumatic stress disorder, which is a very serious disease, a mental disease that affects many soldiers. And we are demonstrating that yoga can improve the symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. Another study that I'm involved with as a co-investigator is looking at the outcomes of yoga in chronic stress to demonstrate that stress hormones are reduced, that mood is improved, quality of life is improved with the practice of yoga. I've also conducted studies with yoga and music performance anxiety, and we have some recent pilot studies that we have been conducting with yoga for anxiety disorder. So I think it's very important that this research happen in order for the medical schools to be able to adopt these practices and implement them in the medical care system. I think the same is true for the schools. We have two types of research that's going on. One is yoga in normal, healthy individuals, and then there's research that's done on the patient population. I think both types of research are very important. I would think that the preventive aspects of yoga are going to be very powerful because these are skills, these are mind-body skills. When people learn these skills, they adopt a more healthy lifestyle. A more healthy lifestyle will ultimately lead to less disease. So I think that if we can get evidence that shows that yoga will benefit children and adolescents, that this will be something which will lead to much better mental and physical health as adults. So prevention is a very, very, very powerful tool in helping society. And if we can get enough research evidence that shows that yoga should be taught in all schools, at all grade levels, I think that will ultimately lead to the implementation of yoga as part of our culture, as part of our society, as part of our lifestyle. When every child learns the skills of yoga and meditation practice, they carry that with them the rest of their life. It's like a skill. It's like riding a bicycle. Once you learn how to ride this bicycle, you always know how to ride the bicycle. It's the same with yoga practice. Once you learn these practices, the breathing techniques, the meditation techniques, the postures, they can stay with you and serve you to maintain positive health. I think that is a very powerful way to change society. If you change the individual, that is the only way to really change society. And it's at the individual level that these changes can take place. Not only will you prevent disease, but you will make individuals who are more healthy, who have a better outlook on life, who have less aggression, less greed, and less violence. And as a consequence, you will have that change reflected in society as a whole. There will be less difference between the poor and the wealthy. There will be less war, less crime. I think that these practices really have the potential to change society as a whole.